Hey there everyone, welcome back to Game Vine. My name is Dave, and welcome back to another Smash Up Week where we are taking a look at some Titans. So as a disclaimer, this is a review copy pack sent to me from AEG. Thank you so much for your support and for the whole support of this week. Now, Titans were introduced in the Big in Japan expansion, and that currently, up to this video, well, yeah, pretty much up to this video, that is my favorite expansion. It's because of the Titans. I love the new mechanism. I love introducing this cool big giant thing that doesn't really break the game. Well, at least too much. Don't give anybody two Titans, but one Titan, everybody has one Titan. I think it's really cool. Now, it was just limited to the Japan for a little bit, and I was hoping they would be retroactive and make more Titans. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, not every faction is represented, but a good handful are. I'm hoping this takes off because we might even see the rest of the factions represented. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go ahead and show you what things come in this plastic pack, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I didn't want to open up the package all the way until I got here with you, so we live it together. So this is retroactively, like I've already said, taking the factions that don't have Titans and giving them Titans. Now, I haven't played any of these yet, so you're getting a brief look at what they are before it takes me a while to play all these games with every one of these factions. Well, at least my partners and I will be divvying these up, so it'll take half the time, but alright, I'm on this journey, so let me go ahead and play these, and then we'll go over exactly what the details are. Okay, so that was a task. Now, I'm going to go over three different piles here. The first pile here are some of the ones that are okay, but they're a little bit blasé for me. I'm glad every one of these faction now has a Titan, but I have the ones that I think look the coolest. These are my favorite ones aesthetically, and they have decent powers, but these are the ones on this side that I think are just OP and very, very powerful. So first, let's go over the Tricksters. Now have this big funny giant. So I'm going to go over these briefly here. So instead of a regular minion, you may play this if you have no minions at the base of no. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly go over these here. So with the big funny giant, instead of a regular minion play, you may play this Titan on a base that has no player's minion. So he can come out pretty easy. And he gives power tokens, destroys a minion of 2 power or less at another base. Not too bad, but just not crazy about him. For the Bear Cavalry, you got the Major Ursa. Instead of a regular minion, you may play this Titan at a base where you have a minion. So not too many minions. Place a power 1 token on this minion and then move it to another base. So he's mobile. After this Titan is moved to a base, you may move another player's minion to power 3 or less. So he'd move stuff around. The ignobles, I wanted to like this one, but I just couldn't. But this one here, on your turn, you may play this Titan if more minions you own are controlled by other players. The theme of the ignobles, after you give control of one of the minions to another player, you may place a power token on it, give control to another of your minion to another player to draw a card, or take control of a minion they own. So it's okay, just the hill scroll, nah. The changer bots was interesting, but didn't win me over. At the start of your turn, if you have 2 minions, you can put it out. This one right here, right on their theme, it has +3 power, but if it moves, its ongoing ability is gone because it shrinks down. Vampires was okay, it's just, something about it just didn't win me over here. So you got the Ancient Lord, he comes out. If you have +1 counters on a minion in the turn, you may play this Titan. After you place a +1 counter token on one of your cards that has no such counter, put another one, so double it up. Place a counter token on one of your minions here that already has one. So even if it has one, you can buff them up even more. So it's all about power. This is great if you're going to play the Kung Fu fighters and vampires. This would be the Titan that you want to get. Okay, and then we have the giant ants with death on 6 legs. It's a power token manipulation, allows you to take an extra action. You get this out if you have some power tokens on your minions. I only played that one once, nothing special. The Spies, this one here just takes advantage of what they normally do after the first time of your ability to use to reveal, look at, or search for one of your cards from your player's deck, +1 counter token on your Titan. Look at the top card of your deck, place it on the bottom of your deck, and this comes out when you have no other player minions there. So nothing spectacular. And this one was the most underwhelming for me. I like what it looks like because it's like Doctor Who, but you put a power token on this at the start of your turn, and then once it has 5 or more, you can play an extra action or an extra minion that's power 2 or less, I think. Yeah, so not anything too great, but I'm glad they have them. Now, the sheeps did not get one. That's kind of sad, but that's fine. Let's go over to the ones that I think look the coolest. So these two, I can't really decide which one I think looks cooler. It's the Great Wolf or the Cream Puff Man. This is for the werewolf, of course, and he's pretty strong too. On your turn, if you have more than 2 beasts. So with the Great Wolf Spirit here, on your turn, if you have the most power on 2 or more bases, you may play the Titan. During your turn, your card may use their talent an extra time. Ooh-wee, if you have good talents. Ooh-wee. One of your minions gains +1 power until the end of the turn. So it's not overly strong. It looks really cool though. Cream Puff Man, of course, are the Ghostbusters here. Ongoing, you can play this Titan if you have no cards in your hand, and it's just themed after their discard stuff, so you have +5 power. Here, minus the number of cards in your hand, so minimum of 0. Discard a card to play a standard action from your discard pile as an extra action. So pretty cool. And the Kraken, I don't know why I like this aesthetic so much. It just looks cool, and this is for the pirates. So after the base scores, you have a minion while the card is not in play. You may say, release the Kraken, and then play the Titan. Move this Titan to another base. Other player's minion there gets -1 power. Ooh, negative for a Titan. That's a first, I think. After this base scores, move one of your minions from here to another one. So it's mobile, but the most powerful ones right here. This one, I played a lot of the Arcane Protector and the Wizards. I don't like the Wizards class as much, but this Titan was just so much fun. After you play your 5th or higher card in the turn, you may play this Titan. You have +1 power for every 2 cards in your hand, and you get to draw a card for his talent. Ooh, just I don't know why it's so good, it just is. Now you have the fairies here. I like this one. It reminds me of the Druid from Hearthstone. So instead of your regular minion or action play, you may play this Titan. Once per turn, you use ability that says, or you may use both. That's what reminds me of the Druid. If this Titan would be removed, instead of losing the class, you may move it to another base, so it stays alive. Oh yeah. Now this one's just thematic. I think it's fun. This is of course for the explorers. This is the very large boulder. Instead of your regular play, you may play this Titan on a base that has no players. Once per turn, after a minion moves from here, you may move this with it and destroy a minion there. Then the number of power token encounters on that this Titan for every one that you destroyed there. At the end of your turn, if this Titan did not move, place 1 power token on it. So really good. And this one, Cthulhu, is just pretty darn good too. And of course, that is for the minions of Cthulhu. Instead of your regular action play, draw 2 madness cards to play this Titan. So you just do that. After you play or draw a madness card, place a counter token on him, and draw a madness card, or place a madness card from your hand into another player's hand. So you can wait to the end and just place all the madness cards. Now again, this is very situational. You have to make sure that you're playing madness and maybe somebody else is playing madness, but it's just this worked out way better than I thought it would. And this one here surprised me too. It seems simple, but man, I won a game just with this Titan alone and its power. So on your base, you may play a Titan on your base where there are 2 or more minions with the same name. So this is of course for the Innsmouth, so however you want to call it. But the ongoing is you have +1 power for each of your minions here that have the same name, so some zombies and the ends guys, and play an extra minion. I like swarming people. That's my style of play. I like to get a lot of minions, and he just allowed me to play my style the way I liked it the most. So he is my favorite out of this whole set here. Though there are a few other factions I think they have to retroactively get Titans for, but that is the sum of what these guys bring to the table, and gals, of course. Let me go ahead and give you my final thoughts. And that's what comes in the Titans pack, and what do I think? Yeah, 2 thumbs up, absolutely. The only disappointment I have is not every one of the factions was represented, but there are some great ones in here. So should you go out running and get this one? Heck yeah. Especially if you know how the mechanism of the Titans work and you got the Japan expansion. This is a shoo-in. This has to be in your collection. I mean, ooh, giving more Titans to different factions is just, it's opening up the spectrum of Smash Up. It's the coolest mechanism, in my opinion, to grace the game, and the fact that they were just limited to a few factions and you wanted to play other factions, but if somebody played with a Titan, it felt like it was unbound. So having more factions with options, I've said factions like 20,000 times, is just brilliant. And yes, I do think this is definitely worth it, especially if you have every one of the expansions that coincide with these heroes. I think every expansion is represented in this, at least one faction, but don't quote me on that. But I'm giving 2 giant thumbs up, so I will be leaving a link down below where you can pick it up. This is something that can be bought separately, I think. It's kind of hard to get, so if I can't find a link, well, sorry about that, but if I can, it'll be down below. And again, thank you so much, AEG, for your support. Please make another one of these sets. I want to see more Titans. I love them. And Vine Nation, please click like and subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. Keep tuning in to these Smash Up Week videos. There's more to come. But until next time you watch another one of these videos, my name is Dave, and have a great rest of your day and great time with all you. But you're over here on the Game Vine. I'm out. Bye. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 15,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.